So I have a recurring nightmare. No, it's not about monsters. It's not about speaking in front of a crowd with no pants on. It actually goes back to my old job as an accountant. I worked in public accounting, and this was a season of my life where it was very stressful. I worked long hours, often nights and weekends. Didn't see my family nearly as much as I wanted to or should. And yet I stayed because the money was good and I really didn't know what else to do. Now, let me just say this real quick, especially for those of you who are accountants. Accountants are awesome. Like, some are wired for the work. I just really wasn't. And I wasn't really good at setting boundaries around my work, and no one was setting boundaries for me. And so really my nightmare, as much as anything, isn't so much about the work. It's really about, well, it was about a time when I lacked direction in my life. A time where I just felt stuck. And I literally wake up after this recurring nightmare of doing the work all night, which I think just symbolized this whole season of my life. I literally wake up relieved every single time. I don't know why I still have this dream over and over again, but I wake up relieved. And let me just say this, it wasn't all bad. Like, I had many things in my life that I wanted. But I realized at some point during that season that all the things that I really wanted, like all the things that I really wanted in life, came from somewhere else. Like, I had put a lot of what I wanted in my job and in my career, but what I really wanted, it came from somewhere else. And that realization moved me eventually to where I am now, where like I have a very high level of satisfaction. I wake up every time from my nightmare relieved and happy that that's not my life anymore, that now I'm in a place where I do have direction. My concern really is that some of you may not have that, at least not yet. And that's why I want to help you get what you really want, because it did everything for me and is continuing to work on me. And I say this in different ways to different audiences, but there's really three ways that I think I can help you get what you really want. And the first is to create continuous awareness of the sneaky problems of getting what you merely want, we spend so much of our days like chasing happiness, right? Like, whatever happiness means to you or to me, like, we spend our days like chasing that. But so often we just end up feeling like empty inside. Why is that? Why is it that people chase happiness and yet so many people still feel empty? I think there's a few reasons. One is that what makes us happy in any given moment often fades fast, right? Like, we spend our time chasing a new thing, whether it's a new phone or a new car or a new house or a renovation or like some big vacation, like, or whatever it is. We chase this new thing and we chase more of it, and yet happiness fades fast. I mean, literally think about it. How much of your time do you orient around thinking about the next thing? The next thing that really, again, your happiness is going to fade quickly. And another reason that this is a problem, that we feel empty, is because that we often want multiple things that are in conflict with each other, right? Like, you want this really great career and like it means a lot to you, and at first it gives you like so much like energy and drive, and so you like pursue that. And at the same time, you want a really great family and good relationships, and like everything is going really well. And you can see how those two things are often in competition. When you're at work, you feel like you need to be at home. You're at home, you feel like you need to be at work. Those things are in conflict. But another reason is that the decisions that we make in life, which often seem so right, often lead to regret. Again, kind of coming back to work, you want this big promotion, you pursue it, and yet it just leads to a big headache. It's like so much more responsibility and it taxes your time, right? So it's often our problem. Like, why we chase happiness and feel empty is because there's these sneaky problems of pursuing what we merely want, and it's us getting in the way. Ed Sheeran, he has this great song called Amazing, and there's a line that he says, "I'm trying to feel amazing, but I can't get out of my way." Right? And like, I totally resonate with that. Like, many times I am in the way of getting what I really want because I'm chasing things. It's just what I merely want. And I personally need constant reminders of this. And I think it's likely that you do too, which is why it brings me to the second way that I think I can help you get what you really want. It's to elevate the essentials of life that everyone wants, but often overlooks. The essentials that everyone wants that that everyone often overlooks. More than stuff, we want good, meaningful relationships. More than any of the stuff, we want good, meaningful relationships. More than like popularity and like, fame or renown, we want identity. We need to know who we are. If you ever feel stuck in life, oftentimes it comes back to that. You don't really know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, like how can you know where you're going? More than money, we want meaning in our life. More than legacy, we want like hope of life beyond this one. It's great to leave a good legacy. I hope that you will. I hope that I will leave a good legacy in life. But I don't want life to end. I want hope of life beyond this one. So I try to elevate, in helping you get what you really want, try to elevate those essentials that you actually really want. Does that make sense? And I often talk from angles, talk about things like in pop culture, because I'm really interested in things in pop culture. I think there are oftentimes things that other people are interested in them. And I talk about pop culture because in pop culture, I think there's strong indicators of what people really want, but that they're not finding. Whether it's music or movies or TV shows or current events, they're indicators of what people are searching for, they're looking for, but haven't quite found it yet. I think that the Billie Eilish song, What Was I Made For, says this so clearly. She says, I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? And that's kind of what the whole song's about. And it resonated with a whole lot of people when it came out, because you need to know what you were made for. You were made for something more. And sadly, the guidance and the solutions that we often see in pop culture, while they identify the problems, often come up short in delivering solutions, which is why number 3, in helping you get what you really want, I want to point out the one path that leads you to all of your heart's desires. I am not exaggerating right now. Really what I'm trying to do with these videos and with this specific channel is to remind you of the things that you actually know deep down inside your heart. You are not random. You are not just biology. Look at yourself. Look at the world around you. You were designed. Yes, the world is complicated. Life is complicated. The world can seem broken at times, but there is a solution. There is a cure for the world. And the cure that is for the world is the same cure that is for your heart, that helps you get what you really want. So I'm pointing to a path, to the one who made you, who knows you, who loves you, who wants you, wants a relationship with you. The creator of the world and everything in it, who understands our problem because he left his place in heaven to come down and live as one of us. And let me just be super clear right now. If you're starting to tune out right now, let me be super clear. I am not talking about religion here. I am talking about a relationship with the one who designed you and who knows you and knows the best way that you can operate in. And I just want to help you get that relationship. I really want to help you get that relationship, because getting that relationship will help you get what you really want. And that's what this is all about. So I'd love to talk with you more about this, maybe even at some point one-on-one, but right now, I think it'd be probably helpful if you're new to me, for you to at least get to know me a little bit better. So here is a recent video of what I've done. It kind of gives you an example of what things are like, and maybe tell you more about what I think the solution is for getting what you really want. Check it out, and remember, I'm here for you.